What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Manchester United career mode here on FC24. We're going to get into episode number 10 here today of this first season at Manchester United, and our first game up is going to be a big one. Champions League matchup against Real Madrid, currently aggregate on 1-1. So we've got an opportunity to move past the round of 16, but obviously we're going to be facing probably one of the best teams in the world, if not the best team in the world yet again. First game went surprisingly well, like I said, a 1-1 draw. This next game against them, though, is going to be at the Bernabeu, so it's going to be a very tough matchup. After that, we're going to have a game against Everton, as well as a cup game in the FA Cup against Spurs. The international friendlies I probably won't show. I am the manager of France now. I probably won't show much of that, but if we do get to like the Euros or anything like that within this career mode, I might show that. If you guys are interested, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Like the video while you're at it, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And then we'll get through the month of March. We'll get through the Brentford game at least. Or if we have any other games that pop up, we'll get through those games as well through the month of March in this episode. I saw a comment in the last episode about how Højlund has grown 4 overall this season, and it seems a little bit unrealistic. I don't have him on any development plans. As you can see, we have him unbalanced. That's the way it's been all year. He's just been performing very well. I mean, as you can see, well, I guess you can't see it just yet. Nice little glitch there from EA, like always. But as you can see, he is performing very well for us. 14 goals, 13 assists, 27 goal contributions in 38 games. That's probably why his overall is going up so much. But yeah, we don't have any development plans on any of our players. They're all unbalanced. Even our youth academy players. We do put them on development plans, but once they get into the team, we change them back to balanced. So I don't know what it is. I mean, it's very easy to grow your players, even if the team overall is not performing well for whatever reason in this game. So I don't know. But nonetheless, let's advance towards this game against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Let's take a look at the rest of the Champions League just real quick as well. I didn't really look at it. Arsenal ahead of Barcelona right now very nicely, and I could get PSG over Inter. Napoli and Bayern are level, and it looks like Porto above Feyenoord, PSV over Benfica, Milan are ahead of Man City as of right now, and Atletico Madrid lead Leipzig into this second leg. Let's go ahead and look at the match day. Let's see what lineup they're going to go with. Rodrigo and Osimhen up top. No Vinicius Jr. in their lineup as of right now. I'm sure he'll get into the team at some point, but they brought in Trent. I mean, they brought in Osimhen. They've got an insanely good team. It's better than they even have in real life at this point, probably. And then we're going to go with the best lineup we can put out. We've got Ederson in midfield, De Ligt, our new signing, as well as Estepinian in defense. But yeah, let's see if this team can get it done. Real Madrid opting to play for a lot of possession early on. Valverde on the edge of the box has to go back to Tchouaméni. Goes all the way back to the back line, but unfortunately 7 minutes gone. We still don't have a touch, but now we do. Martinez gets back, gets in the tackle on Rodrigo, and we're able to get this one away. Except not anymore. Oh, and we're going to foul him on the edge of the box too. Rodrigo able to get another shot away, but this time Martinez again there for the block. Sancho laying it off for Dalot. I'm going to look early for Højlund. Højlund with the header. Good cross from Dalot. Not the best header from Højlund, but we're attacking well. Bellingham with it down on this right wing. Looking for a pass inside. We're going to play some decent defense with Estepinian for a second. They get a cross in. Dalot able to get that one away. Højlund is going to end up with this. We're going to have Sancho on the run. He's not exactly the fastest player out on the field, but he is able to get at least down the field with the ball. Nothing in the box, though, to pass it into. And then, whatever. You know, we still have possession. Palhinha gets absolutely taken out. Dalot inside to Sancho. Again, we're just going to have to go back. And then what is that pass again? Sancho is pissing me off already this game. And Garcia down to Osimhen. Osimhen with a lot of space. Ederson gets back well. Trying not to give away possession, but he gets hounded by so many players. Bellingham with the shot. Onana with the save. 35 minutes gone. That might be the first real chance of the game so far. It's been a very defensive battle. I guess Rodrigo did have a shot earlier, technically, but it was blocked away. Palhinha gets up for the header. It only goes as far as Rudiger. Rudiger with a good touch down into himself. A good shot, but Onana will collect. Estepinian going for the long ball. Rashford is going to end up with it. We're going to look back inside for Bruno. Bruno to Højlund, and Højlund will find the goal for us to take the 2-1 lead on aggregate after just 40 minutes in this game. I would love to say that I'm confident we can keep this lead, but I'm not. Trent with a good ball inside to Rodrigo. Back heel. Bellingham with a heavy touch. Martinez, I can't get the ball away. Martinez gets in another tackle. 4 minutes of added time, even though only one was allotted. Onana does collect. That'll be the end of the first half. So we're through, as of right now, to the next round. But we've got a long 45 minutes left to play. And as you can see, Madrid have been holding on to possession for the majority of the game so far. So we'll see how this second half goes. Bellingham pushing forward, finding Rodrigo. Passing between Real Madrid players is just like Man City, where they just pass it so quick sometimes you just don't know where to go, where to be. Rodrigo with a nice move, a good shot, and a good save by Onana again. He's been really impressing me lately. Cross inside, Militao is on the end of it, and we can't clear it off the line with Dalot. I don't know how Militao was able to even get in front of his man. It was Rashford, so not exactly a defensive threat. And yeah, Dalot didn't really put too much of an effort on it. I can't say he would have done a whole lot for us though. Hits his knee though, and he was trying to move his right leg. I mean, it is what it is. Level it 2 on aggregate now. Good pass through Rodrigo. Oh, thank God he was offsides. And that's 60 minutes gone now. We're going to make a couple subs. We're going to get Garnacho on for Sancho. We're going to get Ederson off for Scott McTominay. McTominay, known to be very clutch for Manchester United this season in real life, so I'm hoping that he can pull out the stops for us in this second half. Hello, looking over the top for Garnacho. Good pass inside. Højlund is able to get that shot around Tchouaméni, I believe, and is going to find a second for us. 63 minutes gone. Looks like Tchouaméni guessed the wrong way. Tried to go for the near post, and that is, I mean, that finish is wild. Osimhen able to make the run, not able to get the shot away. Passes it to Vinny. Martinez with an insane sliding challenge. Yes, sir, that's what I love to see. But they have a corner, they're swinging it in. Osimhen is onto it. And that's actually going to hit one of our players and go out for another corner. I'm not sure why Onana was so slow to come out there. It's like he was afraid to. Estepinian, McTominay. The ball is just bouncing around. Bellingham for the shot. Vinny ends up with it. Martinez is there again. And we're able to get the ball away. Now past the 80-minute mark. We're pushing forward yet again. Dalot, I don't really have an option moving forward, but we'll find Estepinian. We'll look for a cross. Not a great cross inside. They're going to end up with it. Look to move forward, more than likely. Here they come, pushing forward. Trent on this right wing, looking for a cross inside. Martinez has been there time and time again for us. Bruno's going to be able to get that away. We just need to hold on to possession for 2 minutes of added time. We're going to run down the field to try to get Estepinian to this bottom left corner. We're going to get it to Rashford, and we're going to be able to hold on for the victory. All we've got to do is wait for the referee's whistle, and it should be coming anytime now. Ref, blow the whistle. What is going on? And he's going to give us a free kick. I mean, I'm okay with the free kick. I don't really care. I'm just going to kick this to the back post. Rashford to Paulinho. No one's guarding him. Yes, sir. What a finish to this game against Real Madrid. Against all odds, we've somehow made it past the best team probably in the world, like I said. And we are going to win this game 3-1, 4-2 on aggregate over Real Madrid. We go to the Bernabeu and get a 3-1 victory with, a Manchester United team that has not been great for us at times. We may have just found the best youth goalkeeping prospect in English history. Look at this guy's attributes already at just 17 years old. And I still can't believe that we actually made it past Real Madrid. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Champions League after we advance a few days. We've got our next game up against Everton coming up shortly. But it looks like Arsenal advance, Bayern advance, PSG advance, and then somehow we advance past Real Madrid. The round of 16 on the other side still hasn't been played yet, so we'll go ahead and look at that later on. But we are going to get into this next game against Everton. So we're going to play this Everton game. We're going to play the Tottenham game in the FA Cup, and then we will simulate the rest of the month, including the international friendlies, of course, and the Brentford game. And then we'll be into the month of April already in this career mode. And depending on how these next 2 Premier League games go, we might simulate the rest of the Premier League. I mean, I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but as you can see, we're 13 points currently behind 5th place. It's almost impossible for us to get top 4, which is obviously Champions League football for next season. We could finish 6th place very easily, I would say, but we're still 6 points behind Chelsea as well. So we've got a lot of ground to make up. And for whatever reason, when we play in the Premier League, we just aren't that good. So we're going to get the lineup fixed up. And we're going to get in this Everton game. Everton will line up like this. I mean, it's an okay lineup, but it's definitely not great, and their season is showing that. They're down in like 14th, I believe, right now. Only 26 points for them. We're going to go with this lineup. 2 changes from the last game. Trincao going to play on that right side for Sancho just for this game. I'm going to see. I mean, Trincao has been asking for some game time anyways, so we're going to see how it goes. And then McTominay is going to play in midfield instead of Paulinho. He did pick up a slight injury in the last game. He can play in this game, but might as well rest him up to see if he can get that sharpness back up. So let's get into this one as well. Beto down this left wing early on in this game. Only 5 minutes gone. We get back in front of him. Dwight McNeil gets past our defenders. Dallo wasn't really in a good spot. Onana with the save. I did knock McNeil over there, and I thought maybe the ref was going to call a penalty, but luckily he doesn't. Sticks with the corner. Corner in, we'll clear it away. They're right back at us. Right wing. Ruben Garcia back inside of Beto. Beto back to Ruben Garcia. And we gave up a goal. 12 minutes in to a team that is not great. So, like I said, I don't know what it is. The Premier League is just a different game for us. When it comes to the FA Cup and it comes to the Champions League, we've been playing well. And we are just terrible in the Premier League. Just opinion. We'll look inside for Ederson. That's not really where I wanted that ball to go. And they could easily be on a counterattack here. I moved the defenders out of the way into a bad spot. Beto knocks the ball past De Ligt. I mean, maybe I'm also just playing bad when it comes to these Premier League games. And Everton take the 2-0 lead after just 22 minutes. Dallo inside to Ederson. Ederson to McTominay. Good defense again by Paredes. I mean, 30 minutes gone. We've been able to do next to nothing almost going forward. And for whatever reason, they're playing great. I think they've converted both chances they've had, though. So, I mean, we've had more possession, I think, overall. It's just not going great for us. Rashford to Trincao. Trincao over the top ball to Dallo. Not really necessary over the top ball, but good cross inside. Nobody there. Ederson on the end of it. Finds Bruno. Left-footed shot. Rashford goes for the effort, and it is knocked away for a corner here at the end of the first half. We've got an opportunity to score. I don't know if we'll convert it, but we'll try. Good cross inside. Martinez. That's not really what I wanted. I wanted you to first time it. We're going to end up with it again, though. And we're taken out on the edge of the box. Referee does not blow the whistle for a foul. And it will just be the end of the first half. One bright spot in this game I feel like has been Ederson. I mean, he's made a couple mistakes, but overall I feel like he's played very well. Rashford is able to get a shot in and able to convert. 73 minutes gone. I'm not sure what Pickford was looking at there, but we'll take the goal nonetheless. And we'll go ahead and get some subs on right after that goal as well. Rashford coming off for Garnacho. Kind of regret that decision now maybe a little bit, but we're also bringing on Brobby. It's a striker position instead of Højlund. Ball inside, Ruben Garcia. Not a great cross, though. Garnacho can't get it away. I mean, there's 80 minutes gone now. And since we made the subs, this is the first possession we've had. Robbie going to send that one down the line to Garnacho. Can he get around his defender? It's a foot race, and he loses it to Nathan Patterson. Bruno, great over-the-top ball to Wan-Bissaka out here. Look inside for Trincao. Just offsides to Wan-Bissaka. It was there. And that may be one of our last chances of the game, 88 minutes gone. Except for the fact that Everton give up possession almost immediately. We'll look down here for Wan-Bissaka. That is not the touch I want. And we just waste the one opportunity we have. Ederson gets back. Keeps that in. Wan-Bissaka then turns it over. I do not like using him. I'll be honest. He doesn't do it for me. Dallo's much better. And I think Man United fans would probably agree as well in real life. But you know what? Nonetheless, 2-1 loss to Sean Dyche and to Everton here in the Premier League. And I mean, it's just crazy how bad we are. I mean, like I said, I've said it multiple times this episode, 12 wins, 4 draws, 12 losses. That is just not good enough for Manchester United. I mean, if I wasn't doing so well in the Champions League and in the FA Cup right now, I imagine I would get fired. But we are in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We're playing Spurs. Chelsea face City. Swansea face West Ham. And Brighton face Leicester. Wish we would have gotten one of those bottom 4 teams instead of Spurs. But we'll move forward into that game against Spurs. And this will be the last played game of the episode. But like I said, we'll get through the month of March after this. So let's take a look at Spurs lineup real quick. Son starting Richarlison, Kulusevski. I mean, it's a pretty standard Spurs lineup for what you would expect. The player I'm most terrified of is actually not Heung-min Son. It's probably Richarlison. Every time I come up against him in FC 24, he seems to score 3 goals. I mean, I don't know if anybody's watched the Brighton career mode, but We lost like 6-1 to them or something like that, and he scored like 4, I think. I don't remember, but it was crazy. We've got some changes in the lineup. Robbie up top. We're going to get him a start because he just doesn't get to play that much as of right now. Sancho's going to come back in on the right side, and then Todibo is going to get a start over De Ligt just for this game, as well as Palhinha getting back in the lineup. But let's go ahead and get into this one as well. Palhinha with a beautiful over-the-top ball to Estepinian. We're going to look back inside. Oh, Bruno let it run by him. I was trying to go for the finesse shot, pressed the wrong button. Todibo, what a sliding challenge to stop Udogie from going forward on the counterattack. Don't really have anybody to cross it into. We'll find Sancho, and we nearly find the first goal of the game. Good attacking play, though, from us. 22 minutes gone now. Rashford to Palhinha. Palhinha, we've got... Oh, that's not who I was looking for. Is Robbie onside? He cuts back. Lets the defender run by him, and then Vicario saves the shot. It was kind of a weak shot. So we'll have this corner, swinging it in with Bruno. We've got Todibo and Vicario. I mean, that was an insane jump, but either way, we miss it very, very far wide. Look at Vicario here, though. Like, I don't know about that one. Oh, Højbjerg. Our defense was all over the place right there. Son inside to Richarlison. Good defense by Martinez. He has been outstanding this year. I mean, it's hard to, like, show defensive highlights sometimes, but if I could, they would almost all be of Martinez this season, and that's a terrible pass. But and then we'll, pass it to them again. Son cutting inside. Todibo at least forces him away. Excuse me. Udogie inside, good shot, saved by Onana, and then we can't clear it away. We'll take that corner short, but now Lo Celso in the box. Gets a shot away. Again, a corner. I guess we got a deflection in on it. Onana, I don't think, actually made the save. So they'll take this next corner short as well. Son. Inside to Dragusin. Not exactly who they want on it. Højbjerg goes for a shot again. Another save by Onana. Rashford inside to Palhinha. We've got the runner. Sancho. Oh, good shot. Good save by Vicario. A corner for us here. Only a few minutes into this second half. I thought about going to that man on the edge of the box, but we'll swing it in with Bruno. And no one's on the end of that. Sancho, though, will head it down to Ederson. Cross inside. Rashford. I mean, that would have been crazy. Kind of wild to even go for that shot, but it would have been insane if we would have scored it. Not a bad effort. Palhinha. Oh, great overlap from Martinez. Not exactly a player that pushes forward a lot. See a cross towards that back post, though. Udogie deals with it well, unfortunately. Good ball from Richarlison to Maddison. Maddison luckily holds it up for just a second. But Richarlison is able to get that ball into the back end of the net from, I believe, Bentancur. And that is going to be a 1-0 lead for Tottenham after 80 minutes. 89 minutes gone. It's pretty much now or never for us. Wan-Bissaka, though. Can we get a good cross in? Højlund is insanely good these last few episodes, and that is insanely clutch from the 21-year-old Danish striker. I mean, and then what a cross. Okay, Wan-Bissaka, I take it back. I said that I like Dalot more than you, which is still true. But I mean, that was a really good cross, and it was right when we needed it the most. And the referee will blow the whistle, so that will at least send us to a play, or is it, do we play another game, or is it extra time now? I don't know what it is in the quarterfinals. Looks like it's going to be extra time in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Werner on now. Finds a pass to Maddison. We get back with Wan-Bissaka. We'll get it away momentarily, but we can't clear it out. Now Son with it. Finds a pass inside to Højbjerg. De Ligt is in the way, and we do get it away eventually. Son. Left-footed shot. They take the lead yet again. 2-1 Tottenham after 98 minutes. Meanwhile, Werner pushing forward, finds a pass back to Pedro Porro. Palhinha gets in the tackle. Only 1 minute of added time here on this second half, or on this first half of extra time. Gonna look over the top. Rashford to Højlund. Højlund is gonna end up with it. He doesn't have any help. Goes for the shot. Vicario gets the save in. And that will be the end of the first half of extra time. Palhinha will get it down to Rashford. Rashford, I see someone breaking through. It's Wan-Bissaka. He's gonna go for another cross. Rashford, not Rashford. Højlund not able to get on the end of that one. Ederson knocks it down to Palhinha. Rashford will end up with this one. We'll cut it back inside, but we can't find anyone. And we've got to press. We don't have a choice, but they're just, every time we press, they're making the right pass, the right read. That ball falls to one of their players, of course. Timo Werner. Come on, Onana. We got run faster. We got to go. We're not going to get a chance to move forward, I don't think. Yep. Out of the FA Cup in the quarterfinals, sitting in 8th place in the Premier League, and somehow we are into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I don't know. Tell me how that makes any sense. We're going to go ahead and move on to the final game of the episode, like I said, here against Brentford. And I'm also going to show you that we do have our Champions League fixture set up, and we're going to be playing a team that's very good. And that team is PSG. So, again, we're going to be we faced Real Madrid last round, probably the best team in the world. We're facing PSG, again, probably top 5 in the world, maybe. So it's not getting any easier for us. For those of you that do care, we did win against Qatar with France 4-2, but we drew against Argentina 2-2. So, whatever. But anyways, we're going to move on to this Brentford game. Like I said, it is going to be a simulated game. Brentford sitting down in 10th place, I believe, right now, or maybe 11th or 12th. This is their team, though. Again, a team we should be beating, but every time I say that and do a quick sim, we lose. So it's a team that we, can potentially maybe win against. We're going to go with the best lineup we can put out. Forgot to change the training plan, so a lot of the players are not as sharp as they could be, and that could affect us. We're just going to do a regular sim, and I'll update you as we go along. Oh, Sancho, good cross in. Højlund can't finish it, though. Nearing the end of the first half, and it looks like we just hit it off the crossbar, potentially. Yeah, I just don't know what it is. For whatever reason, simulating, we cannot win. And Bruno still, again, can't finish it off. I mean, this game is infuriating. And we're now deep into the second half. Brentford with another chance. We just made some subs, hoping that they will affect the game at least in some way. Brian Robbie coming on. I would love to see him score here. And he is through. Doesn't score, but gets the deflection to Bruno Fernandes. And we get our first goal of the game. And we can't manage to hold on to the lead for more than 5 minutes. Chavez scores the goal for Brentford to level it at 1, 87 minutes gone. We've got a free kick here. Doesn't look like it's going to do much for us moving forward, and it looks like there's probably a handball in there somewhere. So this will likely be the last action of the game. There it is. Referee blows the whistle. Can't even beat Brentford. And that is how the story will end for this episode. So again, still didn't really improve our standings in the Premier League. Lost to Everton and drew with Brentford, so not great. Got bounced out of the FA Cup to Tottenham. We were able to move on in the Champions League, though, so I guess there is at least one win out of today. But yeah, out of the FA Cup, Tottenham move on to face Manchester City, so I don't know if we would have gotten past that anyways. This is how the squad looks as far as goals and assists at this point in the season. Again, Bruno, crazy. Højlund, very good. Rashford, pretty good. And then everybody else is just kind of down there, which is expected for, 3 of our front 4 players. But if Fernandes and Højlund don't score multiple goals in a game or get multiple assists, we lose no matter what. So that's how the story's been for the entire season. That's going to do it for today's episode. I'll show you guys the next month in this career mode so you guys can see what is going to be coming up soon in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button, if I can talk, if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.